The McLaren Civil War of 2025 is already one of the biggest stories of the season. On one side, you have Lando Norris, the fan favorite, the face of the team, the driver many believed was destined to lead McLaren into a championship fight. On the other side, Oscar Piastri, quiet, methodical, and in only his third season of Formula One, already proving he has the killer instinct to be a world champion. And according to former F1 driver turned pundit Jolyon Palmer, the numbers don't lie. Piastri, he says, has been the better driver on all stats and viewing. Not equal, not close, better. Right now, just 9 points separate the two McLaren teammates. On paper, that looks like a tight, even battle. But Palmer argues the reality is very different. Because when you strip away the bad luck, the strategy calls, and the fine margins, Piastri's advantage could, and maybe should, be as big as 61 points. Think about that. Not a 9-point swing, a 61-point swing. That's the difference between a title fight going down to the wire and one that could already feel nearly over. Let's break it down. In Melbourne, both McLarens skated through the gravel, but Piastri's incident cost him far more. Palmer reckons that was 16 points lost. At Silverstone, a controversial penalty denied Piastri a win. Palmer points out he hasn't seen a call like that before or since. That cost him another huge chunk of points. In Imola, the timing of a safety car handed the advantage to Norris. That's another 6-point swing. And in Budapest, Norris claimed a brilliant win. But Palmer argues it came because of strategy, not speed. Norris started badly, ended up in the right place for the one-stop call, while Piastri was left on a two-stop that doomed his chances. Add in smaller moments, like the Miami Sprint, where a safety car flipped a likely Piastri win into a Norris victory, and suddenly you're staring at a pattern. Race after race, fortune has tilted towards Lando. And yet, despite all that, Piastri is still neck and neck in the standings. Palmer's conclusion is simple. Piastri has outqualified Norris by a narrow margin. He's outraced him more often than not, and overall, he's been the stronger performer across the first 14 races. The only reason the title fight looks this close is luck and bad timing. And honestly, I think Palmer has a point. Norris has been brilliant in clutch moments, no doubt, but Piastri has shown the kind of consistency and calm that championship drivers are made of. What's most impressive is how quickly he's adapted. He's only in his third season, and yet he already looks like the complete package. Fast in qualifying, clinical in wheel-to-wheel fights, and calm under pressure. Norris, for all his talent, still relies on momentum. When things go his way, he builds confidence and delivers. But Piastri, he looks like the kind of driver who can weather the storm. Even when fortune has robbed him of points, he's kept coming back, kept putting himself in the mix. And here's the real story. McLaren might be sitting on the most dangerous pairing in Formula One, because while Norris is already a star, Piastri is making the case that he might actually be the one to carry the team to glory. Not just a number two, not just the rookie learning curve, but the guy who could beat Norris straight up, and in doing so, beat everyone else too. The standings say 9 points. Palmer says it could be 61, and if you believe him, then the truth is McLaren isn't just watching a rivalry unfold. They're watching a potential shift in power inside their own team. My opinion, this fight is absolutely real. And it's only going to get nastier. Norris will not want to give up control of his team. Piastri, on the other hand, is showing he doesn't care about politics, only results. And in Formula One, results are everything. So don't be fooled by the slim margin. This isn't a deadlock. This is a battle where one driver has been better almost everywhere, and the numbers back it up. If Piastri's luck evens out, the championship could swing his way in a matter of races. And if that happens, McLaren won't just be fighting for a world championship, they'll be fighting to manage one of the most explosive teammate rivalries the sport has seen in years.